And then one weekend, because she was the boss, she called the sports director. So again, let's say this is like Amanda Castro calling Jamie Say, if we want to put it into News 6 terms, and demanded to know where the keys to a certain news car were. And he says, I put them in whatever cabinet. They go back and forth. She doesn't believe him and like somehow calls him in on his day off. And he comes staring in there, opens a drawer, and reveals the keys.
Ooh.
Right where they should be.
Right where they should be. And so my friend, who I had to call the other day to like make sure we were remembering all this correctly, and I were standing there watching. And then, some words are exchanged. A small chase might have ensued through the newsroom. Very cartoon-like, coming through one behind the other.
Amanda chasing Jamie? Is that how it would work?
Yes, and then maybe Jamie chasing him. Just kind of going back and forth. No actual contact, but some tense words exchanged.
Wait. So there's running. There's someone following. So it's mostly the sports guy chasing the news lady through the newsroom.
There was some cartoonish running. And, my friend that I was talking to about this, he's like, I don't remember running. I'm like, well, I remember us going in the control room when they went through there to see what was happening. And like my friend and I were like following them, like as this developed. It may not have been like full on running, but it was,
it was at least a jog.
No contact. Yes, no one touched anyone.
Okay.
No one ever touched anyone, and we went around.
Is that important to remember?
That's important to remember. As we may have mentioned. So then, she leaves the building, and I don't think she comes back. And that may have been how my anchoring career started, because I think she just went away. And then later, there's a trial because she claims he assaulted her.
What?
Which, like I said, my friend and I witnessed everything because we're like, we got to see what's happening. It's Oak Hill. We don't have a lot to watch. And, we're like, come on, guys. And, and they were definitely going back and forth verbally at each other. Both of them, both sides. No assault witnessed. No assault happened. I'm 100% confident to say.
So how did she show up for the trial, Julie?
Well, Ginger, funny you should ask. She came in as if, when I was telling you the story, you were like, did she go straight from the chase to the trial? She comes in flanked by advocates and assistants, because he was then, I guess, arrested and then charged with assault. And so a trial had to happen. And then we were all the witnesses. And so she comes in looking, not thrilled to be there, looking very, very broken down. And yeah.
Was he able to keep his job during this whole situation?
I will say both of them lost their jobs over this. However, the irony, as you recall, she said she had worked at Network. He then ended up with a network job eventually. So him losing that job, I think, was a good thing to happen. And he ended up in a bigger market and then eventually went to a network as a producer. He wasn't on air anymore, but I think he's doing fine in life. I've heard from him.